Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Rallycross Challenge Europe. After a visit to the Czech Republic for the season opener, the competitors head on to Lithuania. Well, the track for round 2 is going to produce plenty of challenges and plenty of overtaking opportunities for the competitors as well. And after overnight rain, the track is slippery, which will add extra spice to the proceedings. Cutting the tyres for a bit of grip as the cars come to the line for the start of qualifying. We'll take a look first at the Super 1600s. All these cars, production-based shells, normally aspirated 1600cc engines and all front-wheel drive. Reigning champion, car number 1, Sven Seliger, the German. He races in a Ford Fiesta. This is Artis Barmanis, the Latvian, strong last time out in the Czech Republic. Russia's Igor Sanin in the Renault Clio is fastest in the first heat. Much was expected of this man. He's Lithuanian Laurynas Dietsininkas. He's a former Baltic and Lithuanian autocross champion as well as an area rallycross champion, and he's usually very competitive indeed. It might be unusual to see a Lada on the rallycross circuit, but in his hands it's most effective. Unfortunately, mechanical problems put him out of the first heat. Pole position for Luigi, the Hungarian, in the Skoda Fabia for Heat 3. This is Sven Seliger. Incidentally, Heat 2 also won by Igor Sanin, fastest man in the Renault Clio. You can see there 14 Rainis Safanovs, the Latvian, in the VW Polo. As the heat gets away, not a good start for Sven Seliger in the Fiesta. He's boxed in behind, makes contact with the Polo, bounced in the air and looped into a spin, hits the barriers. That drops him down the order. So much for the chance of getting a fast time. Qualifying isn't about beating your rivals on the track, it's about trying to set the fastest possible time. And Igor Sanin certainly has that in his sights as he takes the lead into the first corner. Luigi, dive bomb down the inside, loses a couple of places, but he too needs a good qualifying time, so he's going to have to lean hard on the Skoda Fabia. Look at the left rear wheel, it's almost completely separated from the car, so he's got a massive slide going, and he's not going to be able to continue. In fact, I think that bump was the wheel just coming completely loose. Sven Seliger goes by, but once more, Heat 3, fastest man is Igor Sanin in the Renault Clio. Who is going to be able to stop him in this kind of form when they get to the final? Well, trouble for Luigi, left rear corner of the car just collapsed completely, suspension deranged, and he won't score strongly. Qualifying not only sets the positions for the grid, also points for the championship. Igor Sanin maximum points ahead of Artis Barmanis. Sven Seliger, the reigning champion, third after qualifying. So heading into the final, and Igor Sanin fastest in all of his 3 qualifying heats, and the man therefore on pole position already with a maximum point score. So 6 laps for the main final. Alongside the Palmer, Artis Barmanis there in the Renault Twingo. And there is Sanin on the outside, Sven Seliger. Now around the outside, Luigi bidding for glory in the Skoda Fabia. He's got a really good start, lots of bumping and boring behind. Igor Sanin leads, but Luigi, the Hungarian, in second place. Third place is Barmanis in the Renault Twingo, and the Lada in the barriers hard. And looked like he got bunched up at the start, and amazingly seems all to be still in one piece. Václav Verka right behind him in the Peugeot 208, leader there. Battle for second, Luigi in the slow stuff on the outside, and down the inside was going Artis Barmanis. There's the Peugeot trying to pass for 4th place. Barmanis squeezes by the Hungarian. And Fabia very sideways. Is it still in one piece? It looks like it is. Igor Sanin leading from Artis Barmanis, then Luigi in third. Fourth place, Dmitry Malakov in his Renault Clio. On board with Igor Sanin. Joker lap comes in on the right-hand side there. They come in fast off the tarmac onto the loose at the hairpin where everybody else is going slowly. That could be very entertaining. Meanwhile, Sven Seliger under real pressure from Malakov, the Russian, in the Renault Clio. And there is the Lada. And it does look as though he has got a bit of a major problem. And that, I think, is the end of the final. Igor Sanin pulling away now. Artis Barmanis second in the Renault Twingo. And third place is Luigi in the Fabia. Gaps are opening up to the checkered flag. And winning at a canter is Igor Sanin from Artis Barmanis. Luigi in third place, and the battle for fourth. Sven Seliger just holding off Václav Averka, who finished the Joker lap on the last lap. Well, let's hear from Luigi, who had more problems with his car in the final.
The track, I like it. It's problem in the third heat. It's a big crash in the start after corner, first corner. It's a very big push and left rear rims and out its car. Yeah, and my team, it's very fast job and very professional job. Its car, it's ready, and I fight in the final. It's 100% in the full throttle, and all push. It's going the podium. It's 100%. I like it, the Rallycross challenge.
Good weather, a huge, enthusiastic crowd. That's all anyone wants to perform in front of. Luigi saluting them. He finishes third. Artis Barmanis second. And Igor Sanin victorious. The Russian in the Renault Clio, who showed good speed but no luck last time out in the Czech Republic. Maybe a chance to get a little revenge on his rivals when they break loose with the champagne. Well, the man of the weekend then, Igor Sanin. Maximum points in qualifying and in the final as he takes victory from Artis Barmanis and Sven Seliger. So celebrations on the podium for our Super 1600 drivers. We turn our attention now to the first of our Super Touring Cars classes. Last year it was won by Jos Sterkens in the Volvo C30, but in the Czech Republic the season opener it was Roman Castoral's Opel Astra that was the dominant force. And this is the Super Touring Cars Minus class. 6 new entries this weekend, 5 of them from Belgium, and we'll have Benelux rounds later in the season, which are bound to bring in even more wildcard entries. The white number 6 Volvo of Philip Bayliss is bound to be a challenger here, as is Jos Sterkens in the number 1 C30. Nevertheless, Roman Castoral in his Opel Astra still looking strong. There's Sterkens going out wide. Andre Snows in the Ford Fiesta still hasn't quite come to grips with this challenging Lithuanian track. Going offline can really slow you down. Roman Castrol on pole from Philip Bayliss and Jos Sterkens. The Astra with the 2 Volvos in the second heat. Castrol also looking as fast as in heat 1. Set the fastest time in heat 1. He also went fastest of all in heat 2. Philip Bayliss in front of Jos Sterkens. Just a slightly newer version of the Volvo C30. There you can see the split between the loose, the main part of the track, and the tarmac. That's the Joker lap. And Bayliss here through the final corner. Looks like he's struggling. Car very sideways. Bumps into the barriers. So Bayliss and his team with a little more work to do still on the Volvo. Not a big impact, but it's the problem underneath that causes it that might be more of a worry, as Roman Castoral once more romps away in front. Black and white car, that's the Mitsubishi of Ivo van den Brandt. He ends up 4th fastest of all in qualifying, ahead of Joel Strax in the Honda Civic. Philip Bayliss, Jos Sterkens, 3rd and 2nd for Bayliss. But it is Roman Castoral who ends up on top of the pile, and again he grabs maximum points from qualifying with a slew of Belgians behind him. Into the final for Super Touring Cars Minus. Roman Castrol on pole, that's Jos Sterkens on the outside with Philip Bayliss in his Volvo C30 in the middle of the front row. Ivo van den Brandt there on row 2, Joel Starks as well in his Honda Civic, and Andre Snows in the Ford Fiesta. He's on row 3. These guys all full season entries for Rallycross Challenge Europe. And it's a Volvo race into the first corner. Dreadful start from Roman Castoral. Little contact between Bayless and Sterkens, but Philip Bayless has the lead. Good start from them. And Roman Castoral in the Opel Astra in 3rd place. 4th is Ivo van den Brand into Mitsubishi Colt. Then Andre Sneu is ahead of Joel Starks. Philip Bayless with a big sideways moment. All over the back of him, Jos Sterkens. Who's going to break first and take their joker lap? Oh, Bayless, big mistake. Loops the car into a spin and gives away victory. And Sterkens runs into Castoral, who tightens his line, takes the lead, trying to avoid the drama. Well, Castoral looking strong at this stage, but being chased by Jos Sterkens. And the Belgian veteran will come out on top. Castoral's luck runs out. After the joker laps, first to the checkered flag is Sterkens. And 2nd place goes to Ivo van den Brand. Jos Sterkens celebrates an unexpected victory. And look at that, Roman Castoral ended at the back of the final. While Sterkens, a very happy man.
I don't expect to take the 1st place because I was all day beating in the heats. And in the final I can take the 1st place. And I'm so happy like a child in the wow, you say that, in the sugar garden.
In the sugar garden.
Well, Jos Sterkens, the reigning champion, looks very happy with that victory in the Super Touring Cars Minors final. And that will put him on top of the point scoring pile for the weekend. 6th in the final, but good qualifying leaves Roman Castoral in 3rd. Stay with us for more action from Lithuania. Welcome back to round 2 of the Rallycross Challenge Europe. We're in Lithuania and looking at the Super Touring Cars Plus. These are for cars over 2 litres in capacity, and the dominant force, Steve Folders in the Ford Escort last time out in the Czech Republic. It may have come from the 1970s, but the car is as quick as anything else. Massive jump start there for Folders. On board with Herman van Thielen, the oldest man in the competition. Van Thielen was 16 years old when his Volvo was first introduced, the 242, back in 1974. At the same age that Ford stopped making the Mark I Escort that Steve Folders is racing in. Folders ahead of the Volvo, that's Philip van der Heyden. The Volvo looking very strong here. Van der Heyden's black S40, in fact, setting the fastest time in qualifying. And Folders, for the first time, struggling not just with getting away from the line, but also in terms of pace with his rivals. He was comfortably the quickest in the Czech Republic. The Lithuanian circuit, they are just a little closer. Herman van Thielen's Volvo 242, a real throwback to the golden days of the 70s and the 80s, as is this Mark I Escort. This Super Touring Cars Plus is almost classic rallycross class, apart of course from the Volvo C30 behind of Philip van der Heyden. And van der Heyden finding pace in qualifying, but also problems with the car. And that's not going to help him much in the long run. Once more, work for the team to do. They had the same when they were in the Czech Republic last time out. So Steve Folders is the fastest man in qualifying. He gets maximum points. Philip van der Heyden ahead of Herman van Thielen in Volvos several generations apart. So it's Folders who start on pole position ahead of van der Heyden and van Thielen. Away we go then, Super Touring Cars Plus final. Good start from Steve Folders on the inside. Sequential gearbox in the Ford Escort, so not quite as it left the factory in 1974. Philip van der Heyden right behind in the black Volvo. And 83-year-old Herman van Thielen giving chase in 3rd spot. Van Thielen with problems at the first corner, goes off wide into the really loose stuff. That'll drop him miles behind, but it looked like he missed the barriers. Steve Folders under pressure from Philip van der Heyden. And there is Herman van Tielen. No damage on the venerable Volvo 242. Battle then between the lead pair. Steve Folders decides not to take an early joker lap, but to try and build up his advantage over Philip van der Heyden. That leaves van der Heyden with no option but to try and disrupt the status quo by going for the joker lap early. Folders on his own, charging away. Van der Heyden towards the end of the lap. Folders takes the joker. It's slower, but he still comes out with his nose just in front of the checkered flag. Claims victory in Super Touring Cars Plus for the second event in a row. Folders again using the rear-wheel drive Escort for plenty of celebration. Philip van der Heyden in second, Herman van Tielen in third place. It was a close run thing in the end. Philip van der Heyden almost made it. Steve Folders saying, yeah, it wasn't fantastic. Took a little bit too easy into the first corner. Car got a little bit of damage. I think the Dutch and Belgian drivers, competition is tougher. Philip van der Heyden in the Volvo did a great job. And he could easily have won it here, but he didn't have quite as much luck as I did. I had a little bit in hand at the end, and that's really what it took to claim the win here. So Folders offers his congratulations to van der Heyden. And another good win for the Escort driver. So he takes maximum points away from the weekend, as he did last time out in the Czech Republic. Heading now into the Supercars, the beasts of the Rallycross circuit. This is the man who dominated in the Czech Republic, Austria's Max Pucher. Combining Rallycross Challenge Europe with appearances the World Rallycross Championship. And Roman Stepanenko in the Citroën C4 back in action this weekend. Like all the other supercars, 600 plus horsepower, four-wheel drive, and 0 to 60 acceleration in under 3 seconds. Away they go. Squeezed is Jos Janssen. There's Pucher on the outside. Contact. Let's take a look from the outside view around the nose of the Mitsubishi, and a big impact with the barriers. Šarūnas Glikas in the Mitsubishi Evo could do nothing there to avoid that. Whereas everybody else struggles a little in this second heat. Roman Stepanenko fastest as he was in heat one. And Stepanenko looking very strong indeed here. Battle of Mitsubishi Evos. Šarūnas Glikas in the red car, Agris Brediks in the white machine. They don't make a good getaway. Roman Stepanenko leading from Sten Karaks as the Mitsubishis leaned on each other behind, and that seems to be having a bit of a detrimental effect on Agris Bredik's car. Again battling with Šarūnas Glikas, the Lithuanian red machine just in front of its compatriot. Jos Janssen in the Ford Focus, the man from Belgium having a good run in the Czech Republic. This is the joker lap. Comes back out in front. Another good clean run from Jos Janssen in the Ford Focus. Another highly experienced rallycross competitor. In the battle of the local heroes, Agris Brediks spins out the red machine of Šarūnas Glikas as they head to the flag. Well, the crowd might like it. I think somebody's Christmas card list might be getting shorter. Agris Brediks ended up second with Šarūnas Glikas in third. Roman Stepanenko, the fastest man in qualifying. And that, of course, means that Stepanenko will have pole for the final. Roman Stepanenko on pole position for the final. Agris Brediks for Latvia second. Šarūnas Glikas third. The red machine tucks into second place in the first corner behind Stepanenko. Jos Janssen third in the Ford Focus and really piling on the pressure. But it's Šarūnas Glikas, the Lithuanian local hero, who makes the move first, bumps his way inside the Citroën C4 to take the lead. Jos Janssen dicing with Oleg Grishin in the white Skoda Fabia. Grishin takes the Joker lap. Lead battle, Roman Stepanenko just squeezes his nose back in front in the Citroen C4. Red Mitsubishi behind is Šarūnas Glikas, and the Latvian driver Andris Brediks is chasing him in the dust. While Roman Stepanenko really starting to pull away, and once more we got the battle of the Mitsubishi Baltic State drivers. The Latvian giving chase all over the back as they come through. Contact in the final corner. And another hit. Šarūnas Glikas in the red car gets thumped a second time, goes out wide, manages to miss the barriers. Well, that's not going to go down well. Andris Brediks, disgraceful driving. Roman Stepanenko claims victory at the checkered flag. Sten Karuk second from Jos Janssen, as Roman Stepanenko celebrates victory in the Supercars final here in Lithuania with some big donuts in the Citroen C4. Well, Stepanenko had problems last time out in the Czech Republic. None here. He claims victory in the Supercar final. Let's catch up now with Max Puka.
I think this track here is absolutely fantastic. It's a really nice track to drive. The ground is just perfect. They prepare it excellently for every race, and it's also very much fun to drive. And I really enjoyed coming here, and I really like to drive here. So I certainly hope to do it again in the future.
Training went very well yesterday and today. I had very good lap times. It was kind of a very close battle between Janssen, Stepanenko, and me, and I was able to win my first heat with who I did with Janssen. Stepanenko was a little bit faster, so it was really heating up to this point.
Well, Puka, who'd been one of the dominant forces in the Czech Republic, was looking forward to the racing here before this big crash in the qualifying heats put him out.
And in the second heat, unfortunately, after I had a very good start with Stepanenko together, I got pushed in the back twice and the car spun out and hit the barrier at 90 kilometers per hour, and unfortunately the damage is too much, so we can't repair it today, and the race day is unfortunately over for me.
Celebrating Roman Stepanenko, the Citroen driver, our second Supercars final winner of the season, and with maximum points in qualifying, he has got a good points haul, 32 to take away from the weekend. Jos Janssen scores second strongest. Sten Karuk's having a very good weekend, the Latvian in the Peugeot. But to the victor, the spoils, Roman Stepanenko on the top step of the podium here. And there is the young Latvian who finished in third. Well, next time out, they head to Maasmechelen in Belgium, and a week later to the Euro Rallycross circuit at Valkenswaard in the Netherlands. A pair of highly entertaining tracks for the Rallycross Challenge Europe. Well, there should be plenty of close action and even more cars joining the field when we get to the Low Countries. But let's take a look at the championship points after the first two rounds of RCE 2015. Single point lead for Artis Baumanis in Super 1600s. Josh Sterkens one ahead of Roman Castoral after race weekend number 2. Steve Folders a little bit more of a margin in Super Touring Cars Plus. And Jos Janssen leads by 2 in the Supercars category. All the information you need to know at rcchallenge.eu. We'll see you next time out. Bye for now.